Ms. Cracker, we are so excited to see you in the new season of All Stars.
I'm so excited to be in the new season. She's a woman. It's time for some serious craction, okay?
Now, I need to know from you, what are you hoping to bring to the table in All Stars 5? I already see that you're spilling the tea. Well, actually pouring it very delicately, I would say.
She is. Yeah, I'm pouring it very delicately. And just so you know, I am from Seattle originally, so it is coffee. I really want to show people that I enjoy drag. And I think there was so much suffering that I went through in season 10 of thinking that I wasn't good enough that I just want to show people how much I really love what I do and that I can bring happiness to it.
Yeah. So what was kind of your goal? And I know a lot of drag queens come into All Stars with either they want redemption from a challenge or they want to prove that there's something that they didn't get to show the first time around, kind of like you showing that you love drag. What do you really want to prove this time? What was the goal that made you say, yes, I want to do All Stars?
I want to prove that when I let myself, I can slay. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was like, what was with Miz Cracker? Was it that she was standing in her own way? And I want to be like, yes, look, you know, when I let myself go, I can be great. So if there's any questions out there about that, that'll clear it all up. Because I know that in my heart too, I'm like, maybe I wasn't standing in my way. Maybe I'm just, you know, mediocre. Do you know what I mean? So I wanted to show that, like, yeah, it's not mediocrity. It is the fact that I was holding myself back. So no more of that.
Now, from season 10, what moments were you proudest of, though, that you kind of want to bring more of into All Stars?
The thing that makes me happiest about season 10 were the moments that made other people happy that I didn't even expect, like the pickle, Dr. Dill. Like, for me, that was just another day of loving vegetables, you know? Like, it was just me being myself. I was like, oh, I get to be Jewish, I get to do improv. But then when I saw how much joy it brought other people, like, that's the win. You know what I mean? So what I want to bring out of All Stars 5 is more joy to people, more memes, more taglines. And I didn't come up with them. I don't know what they would be or will be, but I hope there's a lot of them. And I hope it's making people laugh. In a time when everything is wrong, I think that if we don't have something to laugh at and we don't have a little joy, then we can't wake up in the morning and go do the serious stuff we have to do. So, laughter is great by itself, but it's also like recharging so that we can do serious stuff. I don't think that laughter is just frivolous. I think it's an important part of being a human. I think it's an important part of being an activist. So let the healing begin, damn it!
Now, it's interesting because you mentioned balancing that platform of this very humorous side, but then also being serious. You've been very outspoken on your social media, which, by the way, you just reached 1 million followers, so congrats. But you've been very outspoken on your social media and really using that platform responsibly in the last week or so, given everything that's happening in the country. How have you kind of decided to use that platform in this way?
Well, I mean, I think that everybody with a heart is sort of waking up with anxiety attacks at night and saying, what can I do? And for a lot of people, they know and they are just ready to get out there and act, and they have friends with access to ideas and education, and they're just ready to roll. But I think some people are confused and they don't know where to start. And what I realized is that there are so many ways, someone put it as lanes on a highway. There are so many ways to be an activist. You don't have to be guilty if you don't fill every single lane, but try one lane. Do you know what I mean? Just try to be on that highway. And I realized that my social media is a huge way to do that. And while I'm figuring other stuff out, this is a way I can start and break the ice and do something important. I'm going to be going to a protest today because I have access to people who can, you know, help me do that. But not everyone is in a position to go to a protest. Not everyone is in a position to know how to begin with that. So, but we all have access to Instagram, so why not all do it, you know?
On a more, you know, lighthearted note, you on your Twitter, you were very excited about Miss Jada Essence Hall's win.
I try to, when I do a review of the Jew, I try to be equally silly with everybody. You know, I try to mock everyone a little bit, especially if it's someone like Jan that I know. I go really hard on her because she knows me and she knows that my sense of humor is not mean. It's all about just like ribbing people. But I can't hide certain things, and I was certainly not able to hide the fact that I love Jada Essence Hall from like the very beginning. And so I was able to just repost something, you know, that I had retweet something that I had already said, which is just Jada Essence Hall. I think that Bob put it best. She just looks great up there, you know, in the like hall of icons. You know what I mean? It just fits the part, and I'm so excited.
Now,
I mean, not to gush or anything. I could have just been like, you're like, were you excited for Jada to win? Yes. I could have said that as well, but I had to gush a little bit.
No, I think that's one of the things people have really enjoyed is how much the queens have been supporting each other this season in particular, and kind of getting rid of that language of she was robbed and turning it into, no, we're all deserving and we should be supporting Jada for her win. And it's been very refreshing in the community.
Right. Let's see if that continues.
I'm very excited. I hope that it will continue in All Stars. I'm so excited.
I hope so too.
Miz Cracker, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. We cannot wait to see you in All Stars and see all of the looks and the comedy and everything that you're going to bring, and review with a Jew.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, darling. And to everyone who's watching out there, just remember that, you know, you don't have to do everything right the first time. You're allowed to make mistakes. Just try. And that applies to drag and it applies to activism. Just do something. Get out the house.